So for those who weren't there or didn't follow along, there was recently a Ask a Painter live retreat. Where did the idea for that come from?
Yeah, so the idea is you and I have been to a lot of industry events and we're always inspired. We always take stuff away, but we're always like, I want to be challenged and pushed and I want action items and I want like substance and data and feelings and all that stuff. And we get a little of that. We get a lot of that. But for people on the outer edge of our industry like you, we need a little more. And so my theory was let's start with a private invite only event because I wanted to grab a certain number of people that I knew that this would be a good experiment on and take them into the Northwoods to a wildernessy but also luxury sort of thing so we can get a taste of both and talk to them and challenge them about the things that I'm most interested. And yeah, it was awesome, man. So we had about a dozen people. We went 3 hours north into the wilderness of Minnesota. I found us on Airbnb a compound. I mean, there was a 4,400 square foot custom home that was built, 8 years ago, give or take, that slept probably 10 to 12. And there were three other outbuildings across the road, a tennis court, sauna, hot tub, uh, dock on a beautiful, beautiful lake. I think we only saw half a dozen boats the entire time we were there. I mean, it's just unbelievable. But the idea was mix in that, get a whole bunch of like gourmet food and stuff specific to Minnesota, and then intersperse like 25% challenging thought experiment things with the group. And then the rest of the time, leisure time where we could all connect and start getting down to nitty gritty stuff. So the experiment was push the limits of thought and challenge people who are there who are already challenging themselves but need another push, but also um, allow most of the time to decompress and just have general conversation. And I mean, biased obviously, but I thought it was very effective.
I concur with that. And ironically, that's what PaintCon's goal is very similar, right? Is that same thing of like, we've been to enough events, we know what we like, we know what we think we could do better. Like, why don't we try to reduce the amount of sitting in front of people talking at you and increase the amount of people talking to each other
Yes.
about challenging problems and ideas, and then from there so you structure that a little bit, and then from there give them an awesome fun thing to go do in an awesome environment, and let more communication sort of fill in those gaps even farther.